guys, okay, so I'm going to be implementing this design right here on Scott. So first things first is you obviously have to start off with foundation. Okay, so once you have your foundation on, go ahead and take a clean sponge because we're going to go ahead with just a little bit of highlighting. Rather than taking the white, go ahead and take the more creamy shade on a clean sponge so that your foundation doesn't kind of muddy it on the other sponge. And then just go in and kind of highlight the places that you're going to want to bring out. Now obviously if this highlighter isn't showing up well enough on your skin, then you can use a lighter one. You can even mix the white one with your own foundation to lighten it so that it's not so harsh. But I'm just putting some highlight here on the top of his cheekbones and down the center of his nose. Look at me. Back. Now, in the corrective makeup, I highlighted under the eyes. For this old age, I'm not going to be doing that. We're going to be actually further emphasizing darkness and bags under the eyes. Just going on the same side, and same thing on the other side. So once you've just done a tiny bit of highlighting, go ahead and take one of your brushes. Go ahead and take the smaller one, and go in with this cream shadow that you've been given. And I'm going to start. I'm going to start underneath the eyes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually follow. Because in this design I have a lot of darkness around the eyes, so I'm just going to follow kind of his natural, the way his eyes go naturally, or his darkness naturally is on his eyes. Now once I've done the darkness here, I'm taking this brush and going under again. And then I'm taking, squint your eyes for a second. There you go. Okay. You can squint your eyes to see where your natural, your personal natural crow's feet would develop. Okay, now we have a little rough sketch here. I'm going to shade a little bit of darkness here on the eye. Okay, now once that's done, we're just going to leave it alone and we'll perfect it later. I'm going to move on to his nose. For old age purposes, it is definitely good to contour the nose, even if you normally don't like to for regular stage makeup. Look at me. It helps make it more prominent, and as we all know, our noses become more prominent the older we get. Now, once you put a little bit of a line there, pull it down very gently with the tip of your brush. You're just shading it down very, very gently. Don't shade away too much because you still want the definition there, but you want the illusion of shadow as well. Once that's done, I'm going to move up to the forehead. And you don't have to do this. I'm just giving you an example. It kind of makes it easier sometimes if you see the natural lines in your own face. I'm drawing in this furrow right here. Next thing I'm going to do is go down the side of the nose, draw straight and draw a line down, just tracing right there. Then I'm going to add some darkness right through there. Okay, so we're just going to kind of keep moving down. I'm not going to do his lips just yet. I'm going to do this right here, chin. And notice I'm just following natural lines in the face. Straight. Now, one option is you can draw slight wrinkles around the mouth. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to sketch out the contour of the cheekbone with a sponge and this contour shade. Turn your head that way. And it's okay if this is more harsh than you would do for your regular corrective makeup, because especially if you want to create a more angular, gaunt type of older person. If it's a more plump older person, then you may not want to do this. It just depends on the character that you're creating. Okay, the next step that I'm going to take is going to make some sexy jowls. Here, turn your head that way a little bit. Shading this area will give a saggier illusion. More that. Okay, before we even blend a lot of our contour, I'm going to go in with the highlight color. I'm going to go in with this, and then I'm just going to go right next to each of these shadow lines, and I'm going to just draw a white line. Now you need to think about where the shadow is going to cast and where it's going to, highlight. And it's okay if it's not perfect right now. We're going to blend it in a little bit. And I'm going to go in right here where I kind of left space blank when I was contouring. I'm going to go around the sides where I created some of those lines of the mouth. Here, most of the highlighting is going to be right here on top of the chin. Go down the nose. Really highlight that. Right here in the center of this furrow. I'm going to highlight that. You also want to highlight either side of it. Because remember, we talked about things that are more shadowed or things that are sinking in. These are highlighted or things that are standing out. Yeah. Okay. Now, this part right here, turn your head to the right. This part here, go ahead and highlight if you're going to create some sagging, because it will help give that illusion. Alright, so this is the final look I've done on Scott. Very old man. Anyway, alright, well this is the final look, so thanks for watching and see you later.